Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with Channel Disturbance. This is an M44, the Tier 6 American SPG. It's on the north spawn of the steps, and it's under the command of Mr. Land. And he says he's finally got his third MOE on this Arty. And although you can't see it because the skin actually masks it, I can confirm that is true. He does have 3 marks on this. In fact, he actually has 3 marks on several other vehicles in the game, including the T-34-85M and the Crusader. Okay, so he's going off down to the east side of the map, and he's making his M44 fly as it goes. Now, the M44, it's got 155mm howitzer. It's the Tier 6 American SPG, and it's very popular because it's actually a very good money earner. Okay, Mr. Land's looking for a target. He's found a couple, an M10 RBFM and an M4A1. He's dialing in on the M10 and marked his target for his teammates. Hopefully they'll track it. They just hit it. He fires the round in and no joy from that one. Probably splashed him, but no damage has been recorded. The enemy Arty's been spotted. Now he's got a fast reload because he's using premium consumables, and instead he's going for the Hellcat. And, well, he splashed it for 164. He's lost sight of the Bishop, but he knows whereabouts he was last seen. The Hellcat was just behind that rock. There's a TOG 2. Now he's dialed in. Now he's following target. Rounds out. Right into the rear of that TOG 2. 171. Super Hellcat exchanging fire with our Panther. Now it'd be nice if we could hit that Super Hellcat. He's got very light armor, so we might actually get a penetrating shot. Remember, it's 550 alpha on this Arty. Just misses him because the Super Hellcat dropped just after we fired. And it's about a 1 or 2 second delay before the shell reached him. He's out the game. Going for the TOG 2 now. Load it. Rounds out. Direct hit, 103, that's a non-penetrating shot. The Panther's continuing to hit him, so we're picking up stun assist. And there's a T-25-2 on top of that hill. And we're still following the TOG. Unfortunately, we lose the Panther. Fire around at the Hellcat, just miss him for 39. T-25-2's taking damage now, he's in sight. Oh, and he's being killed. Churchill 7 got him in the end, but that TOG 2 was headed this way, and so our Churchill 7's going to be spotting him presently. Not in sight just yet. Okay, now we've got him. Lining up the shot, dialing in. Looks like our team are doing fairly badly on the other end of the map. Rounds out. Direct hit right into the front of the TOG. 196 hit points. It's going to try again. The TOG goes down to a shot from the Super Hellcat. Okay, over on the other side of the map, we've got an M10 RBFM with low hit points. He only needs to put the shell close enough and he's dead. And no, didn't get the kill there. In fact, the Hellcat's come into view, but he's now well, not panicking, he's actually reassigning his aim to the other side of the map to try and help this T-29 stave off an attack by another T-29, and he damages him for 264 from splash. Our T-29's in a lot of trouble because an IKB's about to come around that corner and nail him in the side. Lining up a shot at the T-29, he's been tracked. Rounds out. Right into his rear, 164, but we've lost our T-29. And the enemy tanks are now headed north. We've got nobody to defend except our SU-100M1 who's spotting for us. And that's about it, because the M41 HMC hasn't got a good view range and he's in a dip. So all we can do at the moment is wait until somebody spots the enemy. Our Super Hellcat's getting close to the enemy cap area. Mr. Lamb fires around in there, anticipating there was an enemy tank on that corner. And in fact there was. In fact, it's the Bishop. And we've also spotted the AMX M13F3 up on the hill. Dialing in on him. Rounds out. Nothing recorded, and here comes the enemy tanks. In fact, they're very close now. So it's an up close and personal defense. The Leopard goes down. We were spotted, so enemy Arty rounds, well, only the MX-13F3 can actually fire at us because he's the longest range out of those two Artys, but he's not likely to fire at us because we're actually behind the rock at the moment. And there goes the IKV, which means the last remaining attackers are T-34-100. Difficult shot for him. Lining up a shot on the Chi-2. Difficult because, again, we're on the wrong angle. That's it. We've got it right now. Lining it up. T-34-100 so close to us as well. There he is. He's down the dip. Auto aim's on. Fires a round in. 286 from a snapshot. But we did take a round for 257. And that's the Arty round from the AMX-13F3. Who's the last remaining Arty alive on the enemy team. And there's a Chi-2. And I think he can see us. Lining up a shot. Yes! Perfect! He allowed it to dial in. And now there's only 2 heavy tanks left on the enemy team. A KV-2, which is headed straight for us. And there he is, the coronavirus KV-2. Lining him up. Yep, got a red line over him. That's it. That means he's interrupting the shell. And a direct hit there for 256. And, our SU-100M1 died, and so did the KV-2. They rammed each other, which means there's only 2 enemies left. We've got a Churchill 7. And we're up against the T-29 and that AMX-13F3AM. Well, we've only got 58 hit points left. And I think Mr. Lamb was writing something in chat there to his teammate. Yeah, it says, only spot, don't shoot. And he said, I will support you. And the thing is that Mr. Land's so accurate with the 155mm, he can actually go down to the other end, find the enemy RT, shotgun him, and then still kill the T-29 if he tries to cap. So he's asking the Churchill 7 to stay alive. Don't kill the enemy, just find the enemy for me and I'll do the work. In fact, actually, he's not going to go to the cap. He's going to sit here on top of the hill. And there is the T-29. Churchill's found him. Now it's Mr. Lan who's going to kill that T-29. Lining him up. Rounds out. Oh, it zipped past the front of him. Just missed him. And you can be certain the Churchill's being hit by the enemy Arty. Okay, almost ready to shoot. Lining him up. Won't miss this time. Rounds out. This will hit. It does, and it kills the T-29. So now it's 2 versus 1. And the Churchill's happy. Big tick affirmative from him. Mr. Lamb was doing the right thing. He was telling the tank, don't try and kill him. You'll only die that way. He'll get a quick 90mm or 105mm round into you. Whereas Mr. Lan, he's got a 155mm. Plus, of course, he can fire much faster and get more accurate shots from a longer range. Well, Mr. Lan is now looking for that AMX-13F3. We know where he was last seen. Grid Square K7. But he's probably not there anymore. If he had any smarts, he'd move. And, oh, he's actually moved, but not very far. He's in K6 or... No, he is in K7. He didn't move at all. We're dialing in. Oh, and he fired and we fired, but we did get a splash hit on him. We're going to reload before he does, because he's got a 26-second reload. We've only got a 15-second reload. He can auto-aim on. But he doesn't need to. He can do it freehand. And that wins the game for Mr. Lan with his 3 marked M44. Let's have a look at the end of battle results for this one. And here it is, and it's an ace tanker for Mr. Lan in the M44. He managed to get a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he got 17. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times, or in fact 8 times the hit points of his own vehicle. A high caliber for dealing the most damage, and a Confederate for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. And his win rate from that one was 6,981. He gave very good advice to that Churchill 7, and I think the Churchill 7 would have been very happy to win that game. Let's have a look at team score. There you go, highest damage, 2,760 hit points. The highest scorer on the enemy team was that T-34-100 with only 2,300 hit points of damage. Next highest scorer after that was Super Hellcat on his own team with 1,822. When it came to kills, it was actually the Super Hellcat shared the top spot, 4 kills with the T-34-100, and Mr. Lan shared the second place with the SU-100M1, the Churchill 7, and the KV-2 on the enemy team. All had 3 kills apiece. In fact, he could have platooned with the Churchill 7 at the last minute, and that would have given them an extra medal each. When it came to base XP, it's Mr. Lan. 1,143 base experience points from that game, 849 to the Super Hellcat, 779 to the Churchill 7. Mr. Lan fired 20 rounds, got 10 direct hits, no penetration, but 18 splash. Damage of 2,760 hit points, of which 2,170 were at more than 300 meters. Obviously, the close range stuff was actually on that AMX-13F3 at very close range. 1 hit received from the enemy. It was a penetration, I'm afraid. T-34-100 got 1 into him. 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 3 killed, and 269 hit points of damage assistance, plus 545 hit points of stun assist of 14 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 53,418 credits from that game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, took away 21,718 credits profit. He got 5 bonds from all the medals. I think the Gore's is worth 3, the High Caliber and the Confederate worth 1 each, and 1,714 XP, and there was no multiplier, so that's all the experience points he took away. But what a way to celebrate your 3rd mark by going out and doing a battle like that. Yes, Arty takes the lead, tells the guy, you know, you spot for me and I'll put him out, or I'll make sure he's dead, and he does the job. And what a way to win the battle by shooting an enemy at close range freehand. Yes, I thought he would at least auto aim onto the target, but no, he actually wanted to do it freehand and took him out that way. Well done, Mr. Lan. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please, and thank you for watching.